at that time, I'm writing and doing all the shit that's leading up to, you know what I mean, Complex hollering at me like, yo, listen, see you on Twitter, see you writing shit on your blog, whatever. And I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, there was this blog called Big Ghostface.
Yeah.
It was a dude pretending to be Ghostface.
Killer.
Fake Ghostface.
That was you?
And niggas thought it was me.
Oh.
Rest in peace, A$AP Yams. He hit me up. He was like, yo, I know that ain't you, but this nigga's biting your whole style. And I was like, what do you mean? And I was just like, I just typed the way I talk, my nigga, and I just hit caps and I go. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, nah, this nigga really trying to sound like you. No cap. And I was like,
in a blog.
On a blog, yeah. And I was just like, what you mean? And so I gotta go look at this, because I don't know shit about the internet, my nigga. Like, I used to go to work, like, I used to be there like an hour early, you know what I'm saying? Get my coffee, my butter roll, whatever, and then just sit down on the computer and like, fuck around, look at ESPN or whatever. And then I was like, yo, let me write some shit down. Because I used to be in a cypher with niggas and just say, yo, look at this nigga looking like, whatever. And people was like, how motherfuckers rolling. When I was a kid, my pops used to be like, hey, papi, man, come here. How you uncle, you tío, how he do? Do tío, Rogelio, whatever. So I would do an impression of my uncle drunk and shit.
Yeah.
Man, it would be a whole room of grown ass men like, And I'm like.
At what age was this?
I'm like 7, 8 years old.
7, 8 years
you know
old, you
so
could do
like,
an impression of your drunk uncle.
Yeah, so I was
That's
just
tragic.
like, because that nigga was there all the time drunk, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the dominoes, like, papi, the nigga used to grab my hand, papi, you need to be pitcher or boxer. Boxer, you got big hand, papi. You can pitching fwa or boxing.
Either you Pedro Martinez or Felix Trinidad.
One or two. So, you know what I mean? But so I'm doing that at a young age. So I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that sparked it for me. You know what I mean? So I use that shit to get out of trouble. You know what I mean? Because like I said, like I ain't no tough guy, but like when it come down to it, like I get it shaken.
Right.
So like I'm in high school and shit. So I'm like, yo, you know, you got to pick your battles. Shout out to DeWitt Clinton High School. I went to DeWitt Clinton. It's like 5,000 kids in that school. You know what I mean? And it's like mad gang activity, mad shit was going on. I was there before the metal detectors. So niggas was in there strapped up.
Before the metal.
Yeah, 5,000 niggas in there strapped up. Shit is right next to Tracy Towers. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad Crip blood shit going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all that shit. And then,
You ever got punked by a student?
Nah, because you know why? Because I went to the same school that I worked at. So the first day, I remember I came in like dressed like, you know, khakis with the button down, tucked in and the whole shit. Like, yo, I'm a teacher, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I came in, and I never forget this little nigga named Kenny. He was in the back. And I was working, they paired me with a teacher. I was co-teaching with a teacher my first year, Miss Howard. She was about to retire. Shout out to Miss Howard. And she was just like, go downstairs to the teacher lounge and get some newspapers. Make these little motherfuckers read something from the newspaper. I was like, all right, cool. So then I go and I get it. I bring it up. I'm like, yo, we about to turn to page 4B, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
We gonna read this article, da-da-da-da-da. So nigga gonna get up in the back and be like, yo, I ain't reading shit, nigga, suck my dick. I was like, what? That shit, the teacher shit went out the window, nigga. I was like, nigga, what the fuck did you just say to me? I was like, I will slap the dog shit out of you, nigga. I was like, yo, matter of fact, I was like, yo, Paloma, because it was a girl in the class, she was a good girl. I was like, yo, Paloma, can you go down, do me a favor, go down to the library, grab the yearbook from 97 and bring it up here. She goes down, gets the yearbook from 97, opens it up. I was like, yo, open up to class 8221. Whoop, opens the shit up. Boom, me right there. I was like, yo, I went to this school, Kenny. I probably fucked your moms.
What? You ain't telling me that.
My moms. I said that shit, man.
Nigga, fuck the mom.
This nigga from Brooklyn. You might be mine,
No,
my
you
nigga.
a Brooklyn. He said you might be mine.
Yeah, that's Brooklyn.
Right.
Yo, when I would be at my job on the phone, wilding, he'd be on the phone. He's like, yo, you can't talk to them like that. I'm like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
I was on his job. I would be like, yo, bro, chill.
Yo, I was a nigga that was not waiting for security. You feel me? Like, if niggas got it shaking in the classroom, I'm like, bro, ain't no cameras inside the room. Yeah. They in the hallway. I'm gonna piece you out of here, bro. You better run into the hallway because I'm gonna piece you out in this fucking classroom like that. I tell niggas, I'm like that. That was like my speech at the beginning of the year.
I'm like that.
I'm like that. Like, yo,
That's a t-shirt right there.
He wasn't a clear thing.
Underline. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when you know what I'm saying? And at that time, so mind you, this is 176 and Morris, so at the time, it's going crazy. The whole hood is on fire. Like the 280 shit was going crazy, the 6 Wild shit was going crazy. The fucking Dub City shit was going crazy. Like,
Crazy. You was crippled blood.
I wasn't banging shit. Like, I was minding my business.
They
you
ain't
know
make
what
you
I'm saying?
pick a side in school?
Nah, not in school. But when I was in high school, niggas was like, yo, you banging blood. I was like, nigga, I'm NFL, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, NFL, APK, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, one time I'm in homeroom, Shorty next to me is talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Shorty like that, but she's feeling me. I don't know, light-skinned niggas must have been in style at that time.
At that time.
At that time. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm in the minority here right now. I'm in the minority right now.
This is when you was a student.
No, hold on, what?
You said you was in homeroom.
Right. So this is when I was a student at Clinton. I'm talking about my high school
alright,
days. No, don't get me caught up. After this shit is gone, you gotta bring me back. You know what I'm saying? Captain Mac.
All right, this is when he was a student.
It was a student in high school, all right? So Shorty's trying to talk to me, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
5 years ago.
And I'm talking to So I'm just talking back, you know what I mean?
Right.
Shorty's talking to me, I'm giving her the time of day. Her man gonna roll up the next period with like 6 niggas, blue bandanas and shit. Yo, prick this, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, man, fuck all that shit, bro. I was like, you know where I be at, man. You know what bus I take, nigga. You wanna see me, come see me outside, bro. You doing all this funny shit in front of security, in front of the teachers, nigga. You know they gonna jump in. So see me outside. I don't know what the fuck I said that for, nigga. Cause I went outside dolo.
Nigga said, oh?
I went outside, I was just like, oh shit, it's time. So I'm waiting for the bus. I see this nigga approaching me, so I'm like, all right, bet, we getting it shaking.
Right.
Out of nowhere, I just feel bing in the back of my head. I was like, oh, you know
That's
what?
how they do it, right?
Nigga hit me with a ball peen hammer in the back of my head, bro. I was like, oh, that shit ain't break skin or nothing, cause I don't know how. I think I hit
the
it or
ultimate
some
figure.
shit.
Adamantium,
Yo,
nigga.
fam, I don't know if he hit me with the shit sideways.
Blood
or
of the
something.
Wolverine.
Yo, I was like, ah.
He had one of them old Jodeci fitteds on with the metal plate.
With the middle Bro, but after that shit, I'm like, oh, that's when I'm like, yo, you gotta win this fight no matter what. So I just grabbed the first nigga, and I'm like, yo, I'm ripping you to shreds, my G. I'm getting kicked in the ribs. I'm getting punched, all that shit. But this dude right here on the floor,
He's finished.
I'm mangling you.
He's finished.
You're finished. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it was just like, nigga, yo, you want to bang with us? Yeah, they taught me a little handshake and shit like that. I'm like, I don't even know what set you niggas are. Like, I'm not into all of that. Like,
They don't know either.
I was, they don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was a graffiti nigga. You know what I'm saying? My shit was boosting, graffiti, fucking bitches, and smoking. Like going to the hookie parties on Davidson and shit. Like,
Sound like me, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was never trying to kill
one of you for
nobody.
Davidson D Block, you know the vibes, free Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Why Portland Ave always be on fire, my nigga? I've never seen so much detectives in a 2-block radius
My nigga, let me tell you
in my
something.
life.
Them niggas jumped out on me one time. This is pre like legal weed. So I'm in front of the building just smoking. These niggas jumped out of the Chevy Chase fucking station wagon with the wood panels on the side.
Not the Chevy Chase.
I ain't never seen D's hop out of this whip in my life, B. They hopped out and I'm like, that can't be D's.
They got from a crackhead.
Yo, and that was like, you know how I was like, cause, when I lived on 188th and Camberley for a little while too, in Little Italy over there. And that was like the Mexican gang hood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And 2 of my homies was Mexican that lived on Davidson. So they had static with some Mexican gang. I'm like, I don't even understand this shit, bro. I don't know why y'all beefing.
Right.
And like, all I know is I'm in front of a church waiting for a baby shower to let out and I got a machete in my hand. Like, what am I doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this nigga's like, yo, this nigga said he wanted to fuck my girl.
What?
I was like, so we 20 deep out here with guns and machetes because this nigga said he want to fuck your girl, we about to shoot him a baby shower? Like, nah, bro, nah, this ain't Sinaloa, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, this is New York City, bro. Like, the boys is everywhere. The boys is everywhere.
He's a Sinaloa.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the boys is everywhere. I was like, nah, we're not doing this, bro. Like, over that?
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.